thank the neighbor who was so kind to stop mowing for a second so we could talk. My name is Cheri Honkala, and I'm the National Coordinator of the Poor People's Economic Human Rights Campaign, and we've been moving homeless families into abandoned houses and foreclosed properties across the entire country for the last 25 years. And I'm currently the vice presidential candidate with my running mate Jill Stein for Vice President of the United States of America on the Green Party.
Woo.
Right now there's almost going to be about 10 million families that are going to lose their homes. We've already watched 8 million families losing their homes. This issue has touched me personally. I have a sister that lived in a property that was owned by Wells Fargo for 20 years. They have now lost their home, and my sister Ann and all of her children are now living in my mother's living room. So this is a very personal issue. In Philadelphia, where I'm from, there's more abandoned houses than there are actual homeless people. And we think something has to be done about it. We think that Romney and Obama need to step forward and enact a moratorium on foreclosures now. We have to stop the archaic behavior of throwing families, men, women, and children onto the streets of our very wealthy country. And we have to begin to fill the homes with people so that we can have neighbors again, so that we don't have blight, so that we have access to fire insurance, so that we're able to keep our communities growing, instead of creating neighborhoods filled with blight, filled with crime, filled with abandoned houses that get turned into drug houses, instead of being able to qualify for fire insurance because we actually have residents that live inside them. So I just want to say that, you know, we have a couple other folks that are going to say a couple words, and then we're going to take folks on a tour through the property. This property, they say, was owned by Chase Bank, but we have a responsibility to reclaim the homes. The banks were given billions of dollars to bail out families in America. They didn't bail out the families, and so now it's our job to bail out the families. Are you with me?
Yeah!
We think it should be against the law to have men, women, and children in our wealthy country freeze to death on the streets of this country, be outside during hurricanes, or you know, just create more and more blight in the communities. So today we stand together saying no, that banks cannot just go into a community and create blight and create abandoned properties and chase families from their homes. So today we are here to say that this process has to stop. Myself and my running mate, we were just in jail 2 weeks ago in Philadelphia when we took over the headquarters of Fannie Mae. Because we think that these banksters are the ones that need to be going to jail. The ones that are getting away with predatory lending, with throwing families out onto the streets, and not taking care of the American people. And we think that neither Obama or Romney have done anything to keep families in their homes or to keep them safe. So with that, I want to introduce a longtime friend of mine from Florida, who's also a part of the Poor People's Economic Human Rights Campaign. I'd like to introduce Reverend Bruce Wright.
Welcome our guests from the press, including the ones that just arrived. The Poor People's Economic Human Rights Campaign is dedicated to